Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So for today's video, we're gonna talk about what happened to me last year, how I got an accident, and how I got my scars on my face. So I don't have anything in my face right now. I don't have any makeup or whatever. So it's barely my skin. So let's talk about it and what I'm doing to improve that scars in my face. So let's talk about it, guys. So let's see you and watch it till the end.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a traumatizing event that happened to us, well, not quite a year ago.
Yeah, last June 28th. I remember the date.
Yeah, so June 28th of 2022, and we were out riding scooters, and my wife was going down a hill, and she saw a bump.
I saw a bump and then I tried to avoid it, so I maneuvered the wheel and just avoid it. But after that, I don't remember what happened. I just remember that I get up and I feel a hot liquid in my face and I saw it's blood.
Yeah, and that day gave me PTSD basically for a long time. I was just traumatized by the event because I was ahead of her, and all of a sudden I heard a crash, and I looked behind me and I saw my wife rolling down the hill, and she was like this, just kind of like just rolling, and it's just like, oh no. And so I quick hurried back, and she had been going probably about 25 miles an hour down that hill, and what happened was she turned the turned a bit to try and avoid that bump, and she ended up just wiping out, and her face smashed into the handlebar and took a chunk of flesh out from under her nose on both sides, and it also gave her a big laceration on her chin, and she also lost she had a gouge out of her eye. So, yeah, you guys can see in the photo up there that how bad it was. So she was just, oh my goodness. When I saw her, it was worse than I thought it was going to be. I was really hoping, I'm like, well, I hope she just has some scratches like on her arms and legs or something, but no, she was just like gushing blood, like it was just pouring down her face, and I immediately just started bawling because I just couldn't stand seeing my wife like that. I was just crying, and she was just like in shock, and
kind of like speechless to me.
Yeah, and she kept asking me to call,
bring me to the hospital.
Yeah, take her to the hospital. But I mean, I just had a scooter, so I just quick called my brother and I told him to come pick us up or pick her up, So he raced down with this truck, and he took the scooters and I took his truck, and I picked up Wendy and I put her in the truck, and then I raced her home, and then I carried her into the house and cleaned up her wounds and looked at her, and then we decided that she was going to need to go to the hospital, so took her to the ER, and we ended up getting transferred to Freighter Hospital, a bigger one with a plastic surgeon, in order to try and get her the best treatment possible for the best outcome from what she had. And she ended up getting, man, I think it was like 50 stitches, maybe more. It could have been more.
My photos.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So
it lost my confidence of these scars. Like after that accident, I lost my confidence. I don't want anyone to visit me here at home. Like I totally said to my husband, like, I don't want them to come because I feel so shameful. I feel like I'm so ugly. It's just hard for me.
It was so hard for me to see her that way. We were just devastated by this facial injury, because my wife she's beautiful, you know, and she had a perfect face, you know, and thankfully she's still beautiful. But at that time, it was just like, oh my goodness, just, you know, I was really, really concerned for how they were going to turn out. But praise God, things have turned out, you know, fairly well, but we're really hoping that it can get better. We're going to be going and getting her laser treatment. We did get several catalog injections, which helped with the hypertrophic scarring, and that's just where the scar is raised. So when the flesh healed over, the body uses collagen, and it fills up that space where the flesh is missing. It just fills it up with collagen, and oftentimes the body overfills. You know, it does it too much, and so she had this big bump, you know, under her nose there and there. And, you know, it was really noticeable, and it didn't look good.
I hate it. Like,
yeah, and
so
we just couldn't, we were like, oh, how do we get this to shrink? And we were looking
I was so depressed.
Yeah, and it was so devastating, you know, because she was like, it's hard, and it's so big, and just, oh my goodness. So we were looking all over, and, you know, my wife had been so stalwart, you know, she hadn't gotten upset, she hadn't screamed, she hadn't thrown a fit. You know, she had been just so amazing about this entire thing. Like, if it would have been me, I would have been just so angry and frustrated, and I would have just, I don't know. I mean, it was just, she was the one who was injured, and I'm the one who wanted to put my fist through a wall. You know, like I
saw my husband like punching the wheels. I was
so angry. I was so angry with what happened to her, and so frustrated, you know. Like, I was so upset. I injured my hand hitting the steering wheel, taking her to the hospital.
Like, I saw him. I saw him that he's so devastated. I feel like it makes me calm instead of like you know, like, I don't want this or whatever, like I scream or whatever. I tried to comfort him because I don't want to see him sad or so bothered about me. So I made myself so calm and tough enough to overcome this, because I got my strength, I got my confidence on you. So I don't want to see you cry again. I don't want to see you so devastated. I don't want to see you punch the wheel again. That's why, like, okay, I'm not gonna show weak in this process. I'm not gonna show that I'm so effective with it, because I know if I show to you that I'm so depressed, I'm so sad about it, I know it goes also to you. So, and it's like worse than me, and I don't like it.
Right. Yeah, so my wife was just so amazing and stalwart with everything. So she was really great. There was one time, though, where she did flip out, and that was only once, and it was after I had found a plastic surgeon in the local area. And I called them and set up an appointment with her, but I was very concerned that the plastic surgeon wasn't going to have good options, you know, because from some of the videos I had watched online, some of the treatment options that were generally used weren't very effective, and I didn't want to make it worse. And I'm a natural healer, you know, I've done some naturopathic training, done a lot of herbalism in my life, done tons of detoxing and cleansing. So I'm very naturally minded, and I've wanted to, you know, treat her the way that I thought would be best for her and provide her with the best outcome. But, you know, there was a lot I didn't know about healing scars, especially hypertrophic scarring and deep injuries like this that she had on her skin. Well, anyway, Wendy freaked out when I told, she was like, well, because I mentioned something about, well, let's hear what this plastic surgeon has to say first, and then we'll decide. And she thought that I wasn't going to let the plastic surgeon do what he thought was best, and so she just flipped. She screamed, and after she was done screaming and crying and throwing a fit, I told her, I was like, sweetie, you deserve this. Like, this is the only time you've done this. That's amazing, you know?
I said, like,
you should have been doing this.
I hate this. And I throw my iPhone phone in the couch and said, I hate it. And then I really cried.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I hate my face. I really said that.
Yeah, so it was so devastating emotionally, but I complimented her afterwards because I'm like, sweetie, you deserve this. I mean, like, man, if I were you, I would have been doing that every day, you know? Because I mean, just it's such a loss that she had suffered. But now it looks like we're having a better outcome. Like I said, you know, we went there. We were very so impressed with the plastic surgeon, and we're so happy with the treatment that we got there. He's just done a great job.
Yeah.
We got a couple catalog injections.
Every month.
Yeah, once a month she would get this injection of this
It hurts.
catalog. There was something else in it too. It was a mixture of 2 drugs, but very effective. Very effective.
It flattens the
It
keloid.
flattened the scar, so it's no longer raised, and so that's just been wonderful. And basically, it's all flat now and soft. It's not hard, you know. And so both sides, the one side you can hardly even see.
Yeah,
It looks just kind of like a little, maybe like a zit scar or something, you know. But yeah, it's much better. We are really disappointed with the chin. We thought that the chin was going to heal up without a line. But then she also has some striations. Like, you can see that it goes up and down on her chin. Yeah. And there's like track marks.
Yeah, I don't wear any makeup or anything on my face, so.
Yeah, she never wore makeup before. She didn't have to. She had a perfect face, perfect skin. But now, you know, now she needs it. But hopefully the laser treatment, we're very excited about it. Looking at the before and after pictures of what lasers can do, it's wow, it's absolutely amazing. So we're very hopeful that this is going to like really bring her back to like 99% of what she was before. So very hopeful for that. But yeah, overall it was very traumatic for us, and it could have been.
I lost my confidence really.
Yeah.
And this accident, so.
Yeah, and that was a big part of it. You know, when she was afraid, she didn't want to go see anybody. She just wanted to stay home, and
I don't want to have a job.
Yep. And I told her, I was like, sweetie, you can't. Like, the worst part of this is what this has done to you emotionally. You know, what it's done to your confidence, and all of the lost opportunities and the lost experiences that we otherwise would have had. So this really set us back. It really set us back. I mean, we were going to have a thriving YouTube channel, much more than I think we have now, just because of the way my wife was before. But this really set us back. But hopefully things are it's all going to turn out for good. And you know, we don't understand why bad things happen, but you know, we need to trust God that He has a sovereign plan for us, and so we do trust Him that He can take evil and turn it into good. You know, if there's a tragedy or something, He can bring good out of evil, so, or out of bad things, you know. And anyway, so we've just been, you know, trusting and hoping and waiting and doing the best we can to make the best of the situation. And you know, it's gotten so much better, so much better. So, and my wife has gotten a lot better too. The fact that she's able to come out and do this video, you know, we talked about it a long time ago, months ago, that maybe someday she would do this, and you know, she's doing it now. So, you know, I think that's a really good sign that she's doing so much better emotionally. That's so far that's where we're at, and we'll certainly give you guys updates and pictures, I'm sure, as things progress. But my wife will put up some pictures so you can see what happened up till now, because we had we did take pictures of her progress. So definitely come so far, you know, from where she originally was.
It's been 8 months from the accident, so I'm just hoping that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, my wife said to me in the car the other day, she's like, I will not let my scars destroy me, you know, and that's what she said. So I was proud of her when she said that. And you know, that's the right attitude to have, you know, because things happen in life. And, you know, no life is perfect. You know, tragedies happen, difficulties happen, and, you know, you have to have faith and strength to work through those things and to be able to have a positive outlook, you know, be able to turn, you know, terrible tragedies, bad things that happen to you, you know, you need to be able to look at them in a different light, you know, so that you can continue to progress through life, and it can make you into a better person, you know. So if you can look at difficulties in that way, challenges, accidents, you know, learn to see the benefits, and if you can have that perspective, it can really help you to not receive the curses that would come along with it if you don't. You know, if you let something destroy you, it ruins your life, you know. So don't do that. You know, if something bad has happened to you in your life, you know, try to see the good in it. Try to count the benefits. Try to, you know, have faith in God and trust that He has a plan for this tragedy, and be able to see it from that perspective. And if you can, you'll be blessed, and it'll help you to be able to work through difficulties now. But yeah, praise God, everything seems to be going pretty well, and we just hope that it will continue to get better. So.
I'm getting back on my feet again.
Yeah. So praise God, and thanks for watching, guys, and we'll keep you posted with updates as this little adventure here progresses.
So thank you guys for watching. So see ya.